What's up guys? Welcome back to the Rish Life, or if this is your first time, thanks for tuning in. My name is Rachelle and this week I am showing you guys how to recreate this makeup look. This is definitely one of my go-to kind of going out looks or date night, just when I want to feel a little bit more glam. My style is typically more on the natural side, like I don't go super full out glam looks. So recently I got engaged. And so I've started doing a lot of wedding planning, and I am unfortunately realizing how freaking expensive weddings are. Like, I had no idea. Everything that you have to think about and just the high cost in general. I read somewhere recently that even in the last 2 years and with COVID, the average price of a wedding has gone up exponentially. Lucky me that now is the time I'm getting married. If you haven't watched my engagement video, go check it out. It is so much fun. Since I am learning about how expensive weddings are, it's really gotten me thinking about, for my own makeup, whether that's something that I want to pay money for to get done, or do I want to just kind of invest in my own learning and get better at doing makeup myself and then save the cost and do my own makeup. So without further ado, let's get right into this makeup tutorial. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button down below if you enjoyed today's video. Okay, so I just started by washing my face and I'm going to kind of prime my skin. A couple items I've been using lately that I've been really loving is the Summer Fridays CC Me Serum, like 1.5 pumps. And then I'm going to go in with just a little bit of moisturizer. I'm using the Summer Fridays Cloud Dew and just gently spread it. So for primer today, I'm going to use this very tiny cute little Smashbox Photo Finish primer. Just like a pea-sized amount of that honestly goes such a long way. And then I'm using, this is very old, literally the writing on it has almost disappeared, but it's Tarte's By the Sea foundation. I need to get a new one of this, but this color is in light medium honey, and I'm just gonna apply it directly onto my beauty blender just because I'm so low on it. And I love this foundation because it has just a super light, breathable feeling. You never feel cakey with it, but I do find that the coverage is still buildable if you want to have those days where you add more. Now for concealer, I'm just going to brighten up my under eyes and kind of the creases where I get shadows. So I'm going to be using the Hourglass Vanish line concealer, and this one is in the color Fawn. And then I'm just going to use the pointy side of my beauty blender to just kind of dab that out. So now the foundation is done, I'm just going to set it with a setting powder. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch setting powder in the color Butter. And I'm just going to use this kind of tapered Hourglass brush. It has a really nice shape for under eye setting powder, and I just gently dab that on. Next, onto the brows, I'm going to use the Tinted Brow Gel by Anastasia. This one is in color Dark Brown. And I have like pretty full eyebrows as it is, so I kind of just brush through the hairs starting on the outer edges because that's where most of the color will come out. And then I'll go into the inner edges here and just kind of fluff it up. And then just to set it a little bit more, I like to use the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And I just go over top and kind of brush the hairs up. So onto the rest of the face before I get into my eyes. I'm just going to go through and do a light contour. I'm using this Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. And this is definitely a well-loved palette. I'm almost out, but I'm using just this really kind of a lighter brown color here. That one is called Subconscious, and I'm just gonna kind of work it into my cheek hollow area here and kind of work it up too into the hairline. Do a little bit on the forehead, just on the upper outer corners. I find works best for me. And then I'm just gonna contour down my nose a tiny bit. I just use the same brush and then squish it like this to make it more narrow. For blush, I am also using Tarte. This one is the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the color Party with like 3 A's. And I'm just using that same kind of tapered brush. I do kind of like more of like a golden glowy blush. So you can see this one, if you can tell. It is like pinky but kind of golden-y. And then I just kind of dab it onto my upper cheekbones. Do a little bit on my nose. Okay, and that is good for the face. We are going to move on to the eyes. So I'm gonna start off by using my Too Faced Natural Matte palette, and it has a lot of just really pretty kind of neutral colors. So using a big fluffy brush, this is the MAC 217. It is really dirty, so do not judge me. I'm just gonna start by dipping it into this really light, almost white color, and just putting that all over the eyelid. And this is kind of just like my blending base. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a little bit darker color. I think I'm gonna pick this kind of pinky one in the middle. It just has a really nice warm tone, and I'm just gonna start on the outer crease and kind of work that all over the lid, mostly on the top. Okay, so now we have the base. And then with that same brush, I'm just gonna go into the Risque color. So the first one I used was Strapless. This one is called Risque, and it's just this slightly darker one here. And this one I'm really just gonna work into the outer corners, almost in like a V shape. So now I have the eyeshadow overall how I'm wanting it. And then I'm also going to take a mix of both of those colors and just kind of carry it onto the under eye. And then to add just a pop of color on the insides, I'm going to go in with my highlighter. I'm using the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder, highlight color 1. And with this one, I'm using my Hourglass Powder and Sculpt brush, which also just kind of has this tapered head. So I'm going to highlight the upper parts of my cheekbone just underneath my eyebrow. And add a little bit to the tip of my nose. And just on my Cupid's bow. Or also while I'm doing my makeup here, I want to put something on my lips. I have really dry lips, and this is something that I'm definitely struggling with. So I got this really cute little tester from Sephora. It's called the Erin Rose Lip Conditioner. So I'm gonna try this and see if it helps. Oh my gosh, it smells really nice. I don't think I want to do eyeliner. No, we're not going to do it. But I am going to try and take the darkest color here in my eyeshadow palette, and I'm just going to try and give myself like a little bit of a liner with the shadow. Focusing this along the base of my lash line, and then also with my highlighter, I'm just going to put it on the inner edges and just kind of on the opening part of my eye, and by that I mean like the center, just to kind of add a little pop. So I am going to add lashes to this look. I have been using these velour lashes for literally ever. They came in this cute little kit. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Okay, that worked out okay. This lip conditioner is actually really nice. I'm just gonna add a little bit of eyeliner underneath the lashes on my waterline here. And then just to finish off on the eyes, I wanna add a little bit of mascara just to my bottom lashes. And we are almost there. I do feel like looking at myself now, I could use a little bit more contour. Okay, and then for the lips, so for the lips, I'm just gonna use this very adorable, minuscule little Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. It is in the color Pillow Talk, which is very beautiful. And I'm just gonna like kind of dab it on super light. It's a really nice like nude color, I feel like, for me, like a nice nudie pink. And here we have the final makeup look. Now, just for fun, I have been definitely on board with the whole like freckle look these days. So I got this little tester. Like, how cute is this eyebrow pencil? It's brown and it's like the length of my pinky. Anyways, so I'm going to try and give myself some freckles here. Can you guys see my little frecks? And here we have it. Voila, the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video and my new makeup look. If you guys want to see more content like this, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks again for watching. See you guys